Hello, my name's David. I'm an environment artist, and here we are today in Spider-Man 2 on the PC. I've been wanting to do something on Spider-Man 2 for a while, and I had it initially on the PS5, and so I've watched my son playing it, and I just thought, yeah, that looks great. That looks really good, doesn't it? And annoyingly, you kind of get locked into missions on that, and you can only change the time of day when you finish the game for some random reason. Insomniac, I don't know why you would want to do that. Take GTA 5 for example. If it's a different time of day from when you start a certain mission that has a particular time of day, it'll just fast forward the time, won't it? So yeah, I would have liked that. I would have liked the ability to control time. So, to get around that annoyance, I bought it again on PC, basically, and it's half the price on PC. The beauty of PC gaming, and it looks even better as well. Of course, I'm running maximum, ultimate ray tracing. Everything is up as maximum. It's a native 4K, and yeah, just look at it. It's really, really, really nice. And I thought we'd just have a little muck around. Swing a few webs around, and I mean, initially, let's have a little flight swing over to the Avengers Tower over yonder. So let's do it and go. Wingsuit. So I guess we're like one of them spiders that flies on the air, dangling from the webs a bit, aren't we? We're just sort of aloft on the breeze, and yeah, well, let's just we'll sling our way over that way, and then we'll have a few mucking around bits with different times of day and stuff. Ooh, that's looking cool, isn't it? I should say that I barely played this game. This game is really not my thing. Hello? We'll have a little chat about interiors in a bit as well. It is not my thing. I mean, I love the tech that they're using. And if I'm honest, can't stand the game, to be honest. The gameplay is just so... I just don't like it whatsoever. Is that the Empire State Building that I'm looking up at? It looks a bit like that, doesn't it? I mean, look at all this reflections, I mean, it... Oh, look, can you see the flickering windows there? I've seen a few of those. I mean, as far as I'm aware, these are actual geometry on the interiors. And they swap in and out these rooms, when you get nearer the buildings, and display, the correct geometry. And I mean, look at that funky stuff. I've seen quite a bit of that, actually. A surprising amount that is still in the game. And yeah, I mean, of course, I don't know, do I? Because the geometry is still in there as well, isn't it? So yeah, a little distracting, because it's unfortunate, because you can see it from a long way away as well. So that is a shame. But, Insomniac, you might want to look at that. I love this city. I think it's great. The gameplay is, for me, so freaking boring. I mean, people complain about Avatar Frontiers of Pandora having poor mission design, which I don't agree with at all, actually. I thought the missions were really interesting and varied, and didn't always just include go there, hit this thing with a stick, Whereas this game, every mission is basically go somewhere and then fight what feels to me about 150 baddies, and then very often a boss or mini boss, and that's all it is. And I mean, if you like that, that's fine, isn't it? I mean, this game is well received, so obviously a lot of people like that, don't they? But for me being me, I want to look at the environments, so I'm not really in the audience. Look at that. More flickering crap. Too much of that stuff. I mean, look, yeah. The more I look, the more I see. So that's a shame. That's a shame. But we'll look past that. But yeah, for me, I just want to look at the environment art and wander around the city. And watching my son play it on the PS5 was, I found it quite a frustration, because I couldn't really free roam that much, because I was just constantly getting roped into these big fights with loads of baddies. And, you know, I couldn't care less about that. It's just not what I want to be in this world for, in the slightest. So, you know, this is what it is. So, I bought it on PC, downloaded 100% save file, and bish bosh done. And I have the whole city at my fingertips, and I can do what I want, can't I? Should we change time of day? Let's make it a nice evening. And there we go, it's evening time. So they're using ray tracing for the reflections heavily, obviously, and you know, on the water as well. But can you see the flickering? You know, this game is not without quite a few issues I've seen, graphical glitches and stuff like that. You know, there's a fair bit of jank, which I'm surprised at. I mean, look at it all. Look at all the water. I mean, it's just like flick, flick, flick. But ignoring that though, I mean, just look at the city though. I mean, yeah, it is in its own way an unparalleled game, isn't it? For this, you know, it's an open world, very much different than what I usually like. Like, I like natural landscapes predominantly. That's my sort of thing, you know. I just want to, you know, appreciate what other artists have done that, you know, I've worked on in the past. You know, that the type of stuff that I've worked on in the past. I mean, you know, natural landscapes and stuff. And so this is kind of foreign to me because it's nearly all architecture, isn't it? The whole thing. But it's wonderful for that because, you know, I mean, there's so much detail packed into a relatively small area for an open world. All of these buildings, all of these concrete canyons. And then, of course, we've got... is it all of that over there? Or is it all of that over there? I can't remember. Let's check the map. So here's the map here, and we've got, so it's looking to my left is what we got, isn't it? So not that flickering nonsense over there. We've got all that there. So I do wish that water would stop flickering. It's annoying. But yeah, there's all that sort of stuff there. I saw my son playing around with stuff like that in the missions and stuff, and you know, hitting, kicking, hitting more. And to be honest, like, you know, we played this on the PS4 as well, the you know, the one that was on PS4, and I put it on easy difficulty, and man, it was hard. You know, admittedly, I am crap at this sort of stuff. You know, it's just not my thing, but I just found it really difficult. You know, some of those long drawn out base sort of battle things where you had to sort of clear off baddies and get tokens for upgrades. Man, I thought they were just really difficult and tiresome in the extreme. So long-winded. But anyway, we got all that. We'll have a little visit over there as well. Yeah, I think it's rather great. Shall we have a jump down and let's just have a look at ground level. Let's see how we're doing. And I thought it was interesting comparing it to the PS5 version. And what I've noticed, PS5 version is pretty good, isn't it? At ground level, there's plenty of cars, quite a good amount of pedestrians. But here, it looks to me like there's more cars, definitely a lot more pedestrians. So this is starting to look a little bit like my modded Cyberpunk in terms of its density, isn't it? I think, you know, yeah, very, very similar density of traffic and pedestrians. And it's nice to see, isn't it? It's got the air of a bustling city. And I love that, you know, you can wander around the city and just go and have a walk, can't you? You know, just dum-de-dums, have a little mooch around, cross over here. Excuse me, sir, sorry. You know, just have a good old wander around. And if we want, we've got all that freedom above that we can just, you know, sling to. Which, you know, is really cool, isn't it? It's really cool. Let's have a look at the reflections in the car window there. There we go. We got that up there, and we got that up there. Avengers Tower. Avengers Tower. Nice. I would like to see a car next to another car. Because they're using some very intelligent, like, secondary reflections. You know, they're ray tracing the initial reflection, and then when you get a bounce between two, oh, it's difficult to get it, isn't it? When you get a bounce between two reflective surfaces, they use a fallback, like a non-ray trace fallback, probably just an environment map, you know, to suggest that secondary reflection, which is really cool and really hard to capture, isn't it? Really. You got any joy here? Any secondary reflection joy? Not really. Not really at all. I can't tell. Very clean cars. You know, I might like actually a little bit of grime on the cars because they all look new out of the showroom, don't they? You know, but all the better to show off the reflections and stuff. You know, that's pretty cool. Let's have a look, right? That window, yeah, why not? Let's have a look at that window. Really nice window tech. Very interesting. So what have we got behind us? We got stuff there. Yeah, cool. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying before, they've got, you know, modeled interiors, swapping them out as you approach. You know, each window is assigned a room, you know, and then that gets loaded in. I think they're stored somewhere under the ground plane, and you know, they sort of just activate them when we're sort of in a certain distance. But they're ray traced as well. They've got a basic lighting bake, each room, but then they cast rays out the window, looking at the outer environment, and it gets lit with a key light coming through the window, which is pretty cool, isn't it? You know, like ray traced interiors. I thought that was, yeah, it's really impressive. Really impressive tech when it's not flickering like a Z fighting nightmare, but it's really good. All right, anyway, let's just swing around. Oh, this might be an interesting opportunity. We've got a corner reflection. Is that going to do us any good? Can we see interesting things with the corner reflection? You see that interior there? It's great, though, isn't it, to see like proper interiors and, you know, all the reflections of the city. It's just, it's a real showcase for ray tracing, I think. You know, it's an environment really well suited to this technology. And yeah, I mean, you can say it's, you know, it's just visual fluff, but I think that it's more than just visual fluff on this scale. You know, when you've got a big old city like this, the sense of being in this place is greatly enhanced when you've got, you know, a reflective environment. I wish I could control it a bit better though, man. Ooh, let's go to Central Park. Very good. Central Park, based on a park in Liverpool, I might add, actually. Yeah, which I used to live very close by. There we go. Let's head down here. Well, let's have a wander around. How are we doing with our natural landscape? How's the water? Yep. And of course, fully ray traced water. No screen space reflections here, but flickery. Flickery. I mean, I'm willing to entertain the possibility that it might be my setup. Maybe I just need to update my drivers. I will check that. And then we'll see. You know, I mean, that's the thing with PC gaming, isn't it? You know, sometimes you just might need to update your drivers. But yeah, that flickeriness is really distracting, and I dislike it intensely. But never mind. Spidey out of the water. Come on. How do I get out of the water? Yeah. I've always felt it a little bit weird in Spider-Man, where, you know, he's moving around and, like, where's those webs hooking onto? You know, I mean, it looked a bit like it was kind of aiming at that tree, didn't it? But, you know, not really. So, you know, it's always felt a bit weird like that. And, you know, to be honest, like, superhero things is just not my thing at all. You know, I'm not into the whole superhero vibe. It's a little bit too much just sort of, save me, daddy, save me. You know, this sort of, put your power in this savior figure and all will be correct and wonderful again. I think the whole thing just takes away from personal agency, really. You know, it's just like, if you want to make things happen, Do it yourself. Don't wait for some savior figure. And the whole superhero vibe is that, isn't it? You know, it's just like, I think it hooks into this child in us that just wants to be saved, you know, by mummy daddy. I could go on and on about that, but I'll leave that for another time. Suffice to say, I'm not a superhero fan, but I am a fan of this technology in this game, and you know, doing all this stuff here is great, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'm getting slightly better at controlling. I'm sort of, you know, I'm navigating, aren't I? I'm sort of getting there. But, you know, this area here is where it's coming into its own, isn't it? You know, everything's reflecting everything else. And that accurate reflection just, you know, it beds the city in, doesn't it? It makes each building part of the environment. Look at that there, you know, you see that. These towers reflected there and there. And, it just reinforces the city and its stability and its solidity, I think, to me. Whee. Should change time of day. Bit of dusk. Let's have a bit of dusk. So we kind of a middle ground. Oh look, more flickering as well. Interesting. Yeah, something going on. I remember in the PS4 Spider-Man that there's a building, and I only found it once, and I forgot where it was, but all the interiors were upside down. It's quite funny. You know, my son and I were just playing and crawling up the building, and oh, hello, everything's upside down. Right, very odd pirouettes and spirals that he does, isn't it? It's it's very strange. Yeah, I've got the least Spider-Man-ish suit I could find, which is not that least Spider-Man, is it? Considering it's got a massive spider on the back. But you know, I'm not into the costumes. I wish I just had like a plain outfit, you know. Can we not just have I don't know what he's even named. Peter Parker, that's him. Can we not just have a Peter Parker chilling on a Sunday outfit, you know? Some you know, relaxing linen trousers and a hoodie, maybe, you know? Flip-flops.
Guess I need to work on my speed.
Well, yes, Peter. I think you're Peter. I don't think this is Miles. I don't think so. Hello! How you doing? And nice to see you being all 3D, Mr. Person. You look like you're talking to someone that's not there, or at least he's wondering, isn't he? This guy's rethinking his life, isn't he? He's coming here at the office, and he's like, this office is killing me. I can't stand this. I can't stand this job anymore. And he's coming here and he's venting to the filing cabinet. Unless there's a really small gremlin just behind this desk here that we can't see, and he's talking to it. Ah, looks like he is, doesn't it? Well, I hope it's giving him some good advice. Take matters into your own hands, dude. Get out of there. And do your own thing. Don't worry about it. Oh, a little spider person. On the desk. That's a nice touch, isn't it? What's that? Sell your home. 2 for 1 drinks. Live. Bands. Suitably generic. Yeah. And an old picture on the wall there as well. And what time is it? Well, it is at 10 o'clock, which tallies with the time out here. Nice detail. Ah, let's just do a test. Let's change the time of day, see if the clock changes. It's morning time. Good morning. We're a bit harder to see with the sun that... Oh, man, what? I can't tell the time of day. What? Oh, it's 10 o'clock again. Is it 10 in the morning? I'm going to say that clock does not change. See, even a stop clock is right twice a day, isn't it? So, I'll keep it at morning, though, because it looks pretty fine, doesn't it? Right, go, 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 go. Right, I'm getting the hang of this navigation, and it's all the fun. Right, let's go down here. Yeah, morning is a nice time of day for this sort of business, isn't it? Right, let's get a bit lower and swing through. There's, look at that church there, isn't it? I guess that's a landmark in New York, probably. I don't know, never been. But look at it, like overgrown with all the, stop it. Come on, Don't fall off, me lad. We're looking around here at the old church down there, and yeah, dwarfed by all of this stuff, which is quite interesting, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, you can imagine that there might have been a lot of pressure to sell that plot of land. You know, that's probably one of the extremely valuable plot of land. You could put a whole of a skyscraper, just like that one. Yeah. No, I think I like it better like that. It's just got much more character. So, keep it there. Right, oh, yeah, let's go over the river, shall we? Oh, this might be a good opportunity, actually. Let's open the map. Map. And this game is really good at fast traveling. A lovely, lovely, quick job of fast travel. Should we go over here? Let's just go there. Boop. Oh, press and hold. Boop. Ding. Away we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. It's just really good, isn't it? Really beautiful to see the speed that you can just, like, you know, get these assets loaded in and get the character over to a completely different area. But, you know, again, this is probably your best environment for occlusion and optimizing through occlusion. You know, because it's nothing but massive buildings blocking the view a great deal of the time. So whenever there's anything blocking, anything behind it, you know, for the most part, it's not going to be getting rendered. You know, just like, I mean, you know, I don't know whether you know this or not. I mean, probably many of you do. Probably many of you don't, actually. You know, the view in any computer game, what's getting drawn on screen and calculated by the computer is everything there in that view cone from the camera for the left part of the screen, right part of the screen, and a cone going forward. That's what's getting rendered. Anything outside of that is not getting rendered at all. You know, it's present in memory in some form, but as you move the view around, now it draws in those bits and unloads what's on the right side of the screen. So if you look behind, now none of the city is there anymore, effectively. It's just not getting rendered. And we go over here, and it's back again. And, you know, the same goes there. And any good, intelligent game engine, you know, that optimizes well, when you say walk here, none of the city is getting rendered either. Everything behind this is getting occluded, i.e. removed, not seen. And it's just, you know, I mean, it's been done like that for years and years and years. You know, it's just a standard way. And they call this view the view frustum. And yeah, cone of view, essentially. I mean, it's a rectangular cone, isn't it? But that's how we do stuff. Peter's falling through the land here, isn't he? Whoop! Ooh, it's sinking into the... Oh, I'm trapped! Jump away! Go down there, into a tree. And down here. Oh, my word, what's happened? I've noticed a lot of this sort of stuff. Which is kind of nice, you know. You have someone knocked over on a bike or a pedestrian or a car accident. Don't worry. I'll heal you with my spider powers. Can I fire webs at you to fix the broken parts? I can point at you. Yeah, I know. They came out of nowhere. It was terrible. And you, take your earphones off. You can't even hear the paramedic. He's in shock. He's in shock, isn't he? So, well, drive safer next time, okay? Anyway, enough shenanigans. Let's go up here. And let's go up here. And try not to get electrocuted. Don't do that, kids. Yeah. So, let's just have another... Yeah, let's just have a wander around this area. This is like... what is it? Is it Queens? Something like that? Is it Brooklyn? I mean, I'm sorry. My New York geography is not very good, having never been. So never been. I know some of my colleagues at Rockstar, they had some good old trips to New York when they were doing GTA 4 reference trips. Lucky sausages. That was before my time at Rockstar, so missed out on that good stuff. But, you know, that's how you make a great environment, is that you send your artists out there so that they can look at that environment and be in it and get a sense of the vibe of it. And that is invaluable. Very few companies do that anymore, sadly. There you go. Oh, cool. This is great, isn't it? I love all the murals on the buildings. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? You know, it's a different type of environment, isn't it, than across the river. Mid-early 20th century sort of stuff, isn't it? Much more brick. A little bedroom in there. Yeah, cool. Yeah, and you know, a different vibe, isn't it? You know, it's more lived in rather than kind of offices, you know, all that sort of stuff. This is more of a sort of, yeah, a real lived in environment, I suppose. Look at all the cars, it's brilliant. Yeah. So there's a bit more greenery, wider streets, much lower sort of horizon line, you know. I mean, when you're down at street level, you know, it's open, it's more, you know, you can actually see the skyline a bit more. And it's nice to have that change of environment, isn't it, I think? Yeah, that's lovely. And it's got a good bustle to it. So, yeah, I mean, Insomniac have got some really, really good tech and great ideas as well. There's a lot of creativity in how they've approached you know, the lighting, the interiors, and you know, just putting the world together and making a real showcase for ray tracing, really. You know, and combining it with the perfect environment. So, yeah, it's really good, isn't it? So let's. Oh, I mean, do you think I could try and wingsuit my way over there? Do you think I'm capable? I don't know. Let's do it. Up we go. Come on. Up, get a bit of height. There we go. Oh, there we go. Not keen on the rings. I'd rather just follow that wispy wind trail. I think I'm capable of seeing the wind trail without having the circles. You know, but a great way to fast travel around, isn't it? Without actual fast travel business. So, you know, it's a nice idea. I wonder if I can turn them off in the UI. I've got to check. Didn't see it anywhere. I mean, I've got all the HUD turned off, as you've probably noticed. But yeah, I didn't see one specifically to turn off those little circle things. You know, I mean, I don't need them. It's a bit intrusive, I find. Especially when I specifically turned off the UI and the options. Then it should have turned those circles off too. So just a missed option, I suppose. So here we are in this bit. Let's change the time of day yet again. Go for overcast now. Bit of rainage. Let's see how Spidey copes with a bit of rain on the old webs. Sure, he's fine, isn't he? Cool. Yeah, I mean, I like the times of day where you can get a sense of both the, you know, the lights and, you know, some good visibility as well. I mean, nighttime's great, isn't it? But I wouldn't want to play it exclusively in nighttime. But I think sunset, sunrise are pretty good options as well. Right, now, as you see, I'm getting a bit better at navigating, aren't I? I have to keep pushing forward, it seems. So, and then I can't go wrong. So, excellent. So, I need to go over there, don't I? Can I get over there easily? I could do one of them wingsuit thingies, couldn't I? Okay, I'll just jump. Hang on. Why bother when I can, you know, enjoy the fast travel? Let's just nip to the map, and where should we go? Should we go? Well, look at that. Well, look at that. Should we? I'm just looking at the longest street that I could probably go. I mean, let's go there. I mean, will it put me exactly there? Let's see, shall we? Let's see where it exactly puts us. Woo! That's very GTA 5, isn't it, that? Yeah, that it zooms in from a sort of top view. So where's it? Yeah, it has actually put us exactly where I requested. So brilliant to see. Yeah. And, oh, yep, excuse me, cars. I was just crossing the road, and I'm crossing the road here. Wow, I mean, look at all the cars. That's great, isn't it? There's a real great amount of cars there. Which, you know, it sells the city. Oh, the rain on the pavements too. Right, cool. I'm getting distracted by all the stuff now, aren't I? But, you know, I mean, nothing sells a city like a lot of people and a lot of cars. Of course. So, it is really nice to see, you know, at street level. And let's face it, a lot of players probably rarely go down street level. You know, you're sort of zooming around, like, up in the skies mostly, aren't you? Sort of at this level, and You know, so it's an easy optimization, I think, that you could do. Really, it's like, you know, dramatically reduce all the cars and stuff. But lovely to see that it's all there. I mean, look at this street here. Isn't that fun? There, that's cool. So let's just make our way all the way down here. And I love those low angles that we get. You know, when you're swooping down. See, this is why I got Spiderman. You know, to do this. My virtual playground environment. I mean, I don't know about over here, but in the UK we would have a street sign on every corner. So wherever you look, there'll be street signs sort of telling you where you are, and maybe there is. I mean, is it here? Oh, there we go. Lovely. Yes, thank you. So that is West 58th Street. So we got Amsterdam Avenue. Ooh. Amsterdam Avenue. Lovely. Right, cool. Any of you folk like Amsterdam Avenue? Have you had fun on Amsterdam Avenue? Is it a good place? It's a very long road. Have you walked its length? Have you jogged all the way from start to finish? Who knows? But pretty cool though. Yeah. Nice in the context of being a man spider. You know? Save me, Spider-Man! Save me, I'm helpless! There we go. Alright, let's swing around there. I'm going all the way back to that tall tower over there. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And looking in every window. And, you know, I mean, even now, like, the ray tracing is having a great effect. You know, if you look at the cumulative effect of all those windows, they're all reflecting. And it's not like massively obvious, is it? You know, as when you like say go right up to it and you're looking at the accurate buildings. You go, oh, look. Hello. Nice bookshelf. But they're all combining to reflect the, you know, the ambient light, the time of day. And they're all sort of winking back at you, as it were, you know. So this sort of stuff makes a difference, even if you don't maybe consciously see it all the time. So I've moved off Amsterdam Avenue. Let's have a look at this one. What's this road called then? Where am I? Hello? Where am I? Where am I? Sorry, you need a hand up. I'm Man Spider. You might not recognise me. I've got my motorbike outfit on. Just walk straight through me. 15th Street. So that's the 15th Street that they built. Yeah. Commerce Street. Well, yeah, probably a lot of commerce goes on this street. And thought we'd call it Commerce Street. Good idea. Addingtons. Right. And what goes on in Addingtons, eh? I prefer Subtractatrons myself, but yeah, never mind. Right, well, you know, let's just have a wander down here and see if... Ooh! See, that's a nice thing to have, isn't it, there? The echo of the street. Looking in all the windows. Yeah. Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, I've said before, like, you know, before ray tracing really became, like, more sort of common than it is now, you know, we were getting really good at faking ray tracing with various techniques in many games. You know, faking that global illumination, faking light bounce, faking, you know, the interaction of light with an environment. You know, often, well, not often, all the time, spending a lot of time on it and it being quite a resource time sink. You know, a lot of effort went into all that. And, you know, I was kind of almost of the opinion, like, do we really need ray tracing? Because we're so good at faking it. But as ray tracing has become more ubiquitous, that, you know, you start to see that it really is actually quite important in conveying a realistic landscape of, I mean, particularly modern landscapes, but, you know, even on more natural landscapes with reflections and stuff, you know, I find screen space reflections really jarring these days. you know, you just sort of look down into the water a bit and you lose all your decent reflections, don't you? You just lose it all. So, you know, ray tracing is really starting to come into its own in open world environments. And we have yet to see a lot of decent gameplay design that can take advantage of it, which I'm sure and I hope will come. But there's a lot of gameplay mechanics that could really be, you know, hooking into ray tracing and really enhancing things. You know, I mean, just think of puzzle games based entirely around light bounce, light saturation, a transfer, light combination, light passing through colored surfaces, mixing with other surfaces. You know, I mean, imagine something along the lines of Portal and, you know, I mean, just those sort of unique games that come out that are very different and they're using a mechanic that hasn't been done before. And someone's going to come on and use ray tracing in something like that. And I can't wait, you know, because the potential, I think, is huge. And it needn't then be just a eye candy thing, you know. Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I have ideas, but I ain't got time to make a game. Spent enough time making games. It's hard work. So I think we're just going to get up to this tower. Up we go. Up we go. Run up. How's the windows looking? Strange. I mean, we've got the reflection, but there's some weirdness going on, isn't it? I mean, is that just the rain effect? Let's change the time of day and let's just eliminate rain effect. Let's have daytime. Okay. All right. Some interesting stuff going on there. I mean, that's lovely though, isn't it? I mean, look at that. The entire city in accurate reflection. That is really nice to see, isn't it? Yeah, I'm loving that. Right, let's head over here. I mean, can we actually see inside? No, they're all kind of fully reflective, aren't they? But there is a weird sort of warping going on. I mean, is that an attempt to simulate the sort of slight wave to the glass panes? It's a bit weird if it is. Let's have a look at that other building over there. Let's look at that one. I'm feeling more... Oh, why did it slow down there? It's like he's in some sort of slow motion pirouette there, isn't it? But let's go over here. I'm liking the more control I feel I've got over moving around now. That's pretty cool. See, it doesn't take long, does it? So, okay, we don't have it on this glass here. So you get more of a true reflection, don't you, really? Bit of dirt on the windows. And I know that they keep these windows pretty clean, don't they? They've got those kind of elevator things on the side, or people that abseil down and clean all these windows. I mean, that's just a never-ending task, isn't it? What did I just see there? I saw something flick then. Well, there we go. Yeah, we've got a... Let's keep an eye on that. Oop. And back again. I wonder if that's the... is that the secondary reflection on the windows coming into effect? Yeah, that could be, isn't it? That's interesting. Yeah. And then off it goes. I mean, that's a fairly decent distance, isn't it? But quite noticeable. So, yeah, slightly jarring. But anyway, not to worry. Not to worry. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with this old building here. It's funky glass. Slightly weird, but gloss over that. And we'll run in a very unlikely way up the building. I mean, yeah, you know, he's a superhero, isn't he? So, anything goes, suppose, doesn't it? Whatever. Up we go, and here's where we started, isn't it? We've come full circle in this world of reflection and flickeriness. But, I mean, yeah, I really enjoy just mooching around this world. Don't enjoy playing it at all. Probably my least favourite game that I've featured on my channel. But, and I'm usually not infused by games that I don't like. If I'm not infused by a game, then I'm not going to make the time to do videos on it, because there's so many other games that I am infused by that I've just got to them. And, that's my channel. you know, in a nutshell. But the environment is sufficiently exciting to me that it's worth it. You know, this is great. Yeah, and you know, I'm gonna look into the drivers, update what I can, and then come back and see if that flickeriness is still there, and see if all that those fizzy windows are still there as well. So we'll have a see. But yeah, some great tech, creatively leveraged, I think, for this world, and a lot of fun just looking down and doing fun stuff. So thanks for joining me on that one, and I'll see you in another video very soon. All right, cheers, bye.